Welcome to The Better Life with Dr. Mariane Pinkston. Join Dr. Pinkston today as she teaches you how an integrative approach to health, combining holistic and contemporary medical information, can lead you to the better life. And now, here's your host, Dr. Mariane Pinkston.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, and welcome to The Better Life with Dr. Pinkston. I am Dr. Mariane Pinkston, and we are on San Antonio Radio Sundays at 4 o'clock on AM 930, The Answer. And we are podcasted out onto iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, everywhere you want to be. We are there and on YouTube. So go to drpbetterlife.com. Look us up and see what's going on. And as always, on the fourth week of the month, I have my favorite person, Ray Solano from PD Labs up in Cedar Park, Texas, joining me to talk about making our brains work, which I think is everybody's problem these days. And so good morning, Ray. How are you?
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm fantastic. We are talking about something I've been using for a while, very luckily that I know the guys involved. And so SynapsinLPT, is that right?
That's exactly right. It is, nothing short of a miracle for many people. And especially today when many people are suffering from long COVID and memory decline, which was a big problem before for cognitive dysfunction. So now I think we've got something we found to be very effective. And you've found also in your practice and yourself personally, you found a lot of positive benefits, right?
I sure did. When you have the nasal spray, which is traditionally what we've been using, and then now you've reformulated it into an oral version, which works very quickly and on me, provided me with pain relief. And I'm not sure, I have rheumatoid arthritis and have had for 15 years, and I suffer greatly every day. And when you gave it to me I think we were in Las Vegas for a conference, and when you gave it to me, within just a few minutes, for the first time in 15 years, I was pain-free. Now, I know we can't guarantee that and promise that to everybody, but even a small amount of relief would have been absolutely worth it. But my mood was better. My brain was less foggy. I just felt more able to focus and, get through the day, and it lasted and has just been wonderful. I use it almost every day, trying to stretch it out so that I have plenty. But I use it almost every day, and it's been wonderful. Absolutely.
Well, for our audience, just to give them a little bit of background, What are we talking about? SynapsinLPT is a derived natural product that is from the Panax ginseng plant. So this natural botanical is steamed from the root, and it has this unique fraction, and it's called a ginsenoside. So this fraction has unique properties, and a lot of people say, well, ginseng is, I know that, I've taken that. Well, this is not the same. That's a stimulatory product. Right. And this unique plant has all these fractions, and all these, they call them ginsenosides. So these fractions, there's probably about 25 of them. We've been able to work with a pharmaceutical company to isolate one fraction, and this is the R isomer of the RG3. So this unique isomer has a unique property of neuroregeneration. So it regenerates neurons. It helps to reduce brain inflammation. So when you reduce inflammation, the body's ability to regenerate neurons, this is what we have understood, starts that process to occur. But if you stop this inflammation in the brain, guess what? The brain fog goes away, and that's what you've experienced.
Exactly.
Is that brain fog, because then the body's other mechanisms are able to take over.
Right.
So we've been able to isolate this very insoluble compound in a chewable form.
Right.
It's really, it's amazing that they were able to make it available that the cells can absorb it. And that's what you felt. You felt that you saw it right away.
Absolutely.
This is something that we've struggled with for 7 years to be able to get absorbed. So that's what makes SynapsinLPT chewable, so important and it's very unique.
And when I talk to my patients about it, even with the nasal spray in the past, I've told them that no, you cannot go, take regular ginkgo biloba and get the same effect. This is something very, very different. In fact, I heard Jim Laval, will refer to him because he's also been heavily involved with this product development. He stated that it takes a room full of the ginseng in order to make one bottle of it. I think he's being a little facetious, but still, it's something that you can't get from just something over the counter. This is only available through you guys, and you have worked many years very, very hard. You've worked through the NFL too, I think, and to get this product perfected. And we're still learning a lot, but I think that what is so miraculous is the neuroregenerative properties. So back in medical school, when I was going through school, I was told neuroregeneration isn't possible. Once it's dead, it's dead. Neural tissue, brain tissue, nerves. Once it's dead, and there's nothing that can be done. And we have learned that is absolutely not the truth now, that there is ways of regenerating, and this is a product that helps. Now, it's very slow. And if you have some injury of, giant, enormous, proportions, it is something that would be incredibly slow, never guaranteed. But there are people, especially in the long COVID this year, after seeing patients who have had, COVID and become very sick afterwards. It's neural inflammation. It's just inflammation. It's like an autoimmune disease that's left over in the body long after the virus is gone, that they still can benefit and get improvement slowly over time. And this has been a great product to help them do that. Have you seen the same?
Exactly. Well, and it's really important to people to understand that this is not a drug. This is a natural, it's a dietary supplement. And then when you allow the body to fix itself, we feel that there's some healing that the body's able to repair. The inflammatory, these cytokines, these microglial cells, once activated from an injury, it could be from environmental trauma, it could be also from virus infections, that the body goes into this ability to try to fix itself, and these microglial cells never turn off.
Right.
So what we do is we're looking at for something that works in concert with your body to stop this activation. So once you stop this cycle, the inflammation stops to this degradation, so the body's able to go into its normal repair mechanisms. And that's what makes it something unique, is that we're not, drugs usually block receptors, they block things. This works in a completely different mechanism. Now, for some people, you may not see any results at all because there's something that they're not suffering from. But for others, it makes a huge difference. And so that's why we want to make this available to everyone.
Yes.
This and it's in limited supplies right now, but we're going to make it available to especially the priority for the people that are listening to your show first.
Great, wonderful. I'm so excited about that, and save me a little bottle on the side too. But I just love this stuff. It's really, it's been extremely helpful. And as I have an autoimmune illness, I suffer from that brain fog and, fatigue and joint pain and, things that are very debilitating. I can't just get up and go to work and get things done like I love to do. On top of just getting older and feeling more tired, hormone changes, things like that. I've got this on top of it. And this, when it takes that factor out of it, is so significant and has helped me a lot. And I'm very, very thankful for it. So in, the things that it treats, so we talked about, COVID long hauler. We talked about the fact that maybe traumatic brain injury. I've used RG3 in seizure patients or somebody who, I had a lady who had a terrible biking accident and had a terrible concussion. And so we used it on her, and she has, it's taken her about 6 months, but she has really improved. And I know it had a lot to do with that. There are many different ways that we can use it. What disease, or what cases have you been able to use it in and see improvement with?
Well, like I said, this is a dietary supplement
Yes.
that is considered the Panaxmeyer extract. And this natural substance we have found to be very effective for people that are suffering from mold and Lyme conditions. And this is where many times the brain fog, the cognitive decline occurs. And even people that are having GI gut inflammation that causes this brain swelling, or sometimes gluten sensitivities or other allergies, substances that the body just can't tolerate.
Right.
This is where this cognitive decline is occurring. So this Panax-Meyer ginseng extract is an insoluble product and it's difficult to absorb.
Right.
But in a chewable oral form, this pharmaceutical company that has developed it has found that they've been able to charge these particles. The body's able to absorb it nicely. So we also are working for children as well that are, many pharmaceuticals can be very overly stimulatory for this population.
Yes.
So that we're working with them on spectrum disorder children.
Autism
Also the seniors that have early stages of dementia, we find that anything that is supportive in that same mechanism, a lot of people have found some stimulants in pharmaceuticals, but this is another choice that is very, very well tolerated with less side effects. And sometimes we tend to add too many chemicals to our body, and there's more and more side effects. So we've been able to, as it's chewable, you can break it in half and you can be able to dose it per person, because some people have different reactions to it. That's the beauty of a dietary supplement like this, is that you can easily measure it and people can tolerate different doses.
Absolutely. So it comes in 15 and 30, or
it comes just in 15 milligram. The company that makes this now is just 15 milligrams.
Gotcha.
But you know what? They're easy to break, and you can take small amounts if you find it to be better for you. But we find that most people tolerate chewing one a day.
Right.
Early in the morning with some water is probably your best choice.
Absolutely. So how do people get their hands on this stuff?
I think we're keeping this special formula. We want to make sure the dose is correct for everybody. Sure. So just give us a call or check out our website, pdlabsrx.com, and get more information, or call us at 888-909-0110. That's 888-909-0110, or call to your office. I think your office has it, and you can be able to, there's a couple questions. We want people to make sure it's appropriate.
Sure.
So there's a little, it requires a professional recommendation.
Right.
Is what we prefer, to have a professional recommendation and make sure we got they are a good candidate.
Exactly. And that's why it's not just going to go, wide into the stores or to the local pharmacy. It's just something to still prescribe and keep track of, to make sure that everybody, even though it's a natural substance, which I love. I think that anything that we can do naturally is wonderful. We can add it to more contemporary measures of your therapies. I still take a biologic for my rheumatoid arthritis, but adding something natural helps, I think, to help my medication work better, and certainly helps with all of my symptoms and issues. So if you are looking to get this, it is SynapsinLPT. It is available through PD Labs, and you can reach them at pdlabsrx.com, or you can also go simply to my website at drpbetterlife.com, and I have information about how to get in touch with them. They've been so kind to sponsor me and help me out with the radio show. And you can also reach them through there and through the phone as well. Ray is fantastic. He owns this pharmacy and still picks up the phone from time to time, and definitely talks to patients and is available. So I sold you out, Ray. There you go. You're gonna have to answer your phone now.
Well, thanks again. We really appreciate it, and also your office too does a great job. And call your office.
Yes.
And, we can be able to connect to people that this is really going to be something that you're going to see more and more for people that have suffered from. We found, or especially COVID, chronic COVID, that this is something that assists them and really recovering. So that's what's important, is to recover.
Or just an underlying stress. I know that, people are exhausted and, imbalanced, not eating well, eating lots of inflammatory foods, not exercising. We're getting tired as a nation. It's the prices of everything going up except for our income. And so everybody's getting really exhausted. And I think this is something else that's useful for helping people just to get through their day and improve their well-being overall. And I think in the long run, there's no studies yet that show it, but I do think using something like this in the long run could be almost neuroprotective. And again, I can't say things that really are not scientifically backed, but I think this is something we're going to find in the future. And again, as a natural product, I think it's very easy. So we are going to take a very short break, and then when we get back on the other side, we'll talk a little bit more about taking care of your brain and getting rid of brain fog, helping your stress, and all of those things. And with Ray Solano from PD Labs, we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Ray Solano with your Healthy Choices Minute, sponsored by Prescription Dispensing Labs. New research has concluded that implementing dietary changes could prevent gut inflammatory processes involved in some chronic diseases. Modulation of your gut microbes through diets enriched with vegetables, legumes, grains, nuts, and a higher intake of plant over animal foods has a potential to prevent intestinal inflammatory conditions at the core of many chronic diseases. In short, the foods we eat in our dietary patterns have a major influence on our immune system that can cause many conditions we are suffering from today. Solution: try our OptiMeal shake. Our team has developed the best tasting, healthiest shake you've ever experienced to control blood sugar and to improve your gut. Start your day today with a healthy choice. Call us today at 888-909-0110 for a free sample of the OptiMeal shake. 888-909-0110. Remember, you have a choice in healthcare.
Welcome back to The Better Life with Dr. Pinkston. Again, I'm Dr. Pinkston. I'm here with Ray Solano from PD Labs up in Austin, Texas, or Cedar Park, Texas, close to Austin. And we have been talking about SynapsinLPT this morning, a wonderful, wonderful molecule. I just can't say enough about it. That is made from the Panax ginseng plant and has been a natural substance used in COVID long haulers and many inflammatory conditions for the brain. But there's something else actually that we can talk about that helps. And I've been using this in some of my patients who have been doing their hormone therapy, have been trying to work out and aren't quite able to lose weight. I think this is my, women probably 40 and over who are just, again, tired and stressed out. And so we've been using oxytocin with them. Now, everybody knows oxytocin to be something that, moms have to produce milk for their child and whatnot. But tell us about oxytocin, Ray. What does this do?
Well, oxytocin is secreted in a natural substance, sometimes from the GI tract. Mm-hmm. It's also secreted out of the brain as well. So this natural substances can be triggered by close contact, hugs, kisses, and also sometimes even close contact with animals and horses. You can raise the body's natural oxytocin levels. So they call this the cuddling hormone or the love hormone because it makes people feel happy at the same time and comfortable. So you'll find that people have an abnormal level of oxytocin or they have a low level. In low level oxytocin, the people are withdrawn. They just don't want to be around others. Right. But normal oxytocin levels, they enjoy being around others. They're the life of the party. So this is what you see as the type of individual. But it can be used as a pharmaceutical they use it in pregnancy for relaxing muscles and relaxing smooth muscles and higher concentrations. But it also can be used for mood elevation. It's recently the work that we're doing with physicians out of Brazil is for recovery from for sports injuries or to grow muscle,
Right.
for not really growing muscles, but to be able to allow the body to duplicate muscle cells before workout and after workout. Can you believe that?
I love it.
So
Absolutely.
So we're finding this, I think, is one of these miracle hormones that the body likes. It can have so many positive effects on the body in different doses.
Absolutely.
And so we do it as a nasal spray, we do it in tablets, we do it as a topical cream. And it really, for physicians like yourself that are able to understand this drug
Yes.
and understand that there's different doses give different effects, it could be nothing as a lifesaver. I think everybody that is suffering from mood depression may be a candidate for oxytocin off-label usage. It's been used in the autism community for years,
Right.
To help
Yes.
kids with the OCD tendencies. So much safer than many other pharmaceutical drugs because it's a natural hormone your body sees already.
Absolutely. When your natural hormones aren't functioning well, we can lay a lot of drugs on top to try to band-aid your symptoms, however you want to look at it. But to actually work with your body's actual needs underneath and replace something that it doesn't have in order to, provide healing and improvement like that is simply amazing. And I've had patients, especially use in women, but I've had patients who have suffered from depression. We've done everything. We've gotten their hormones straightened out. We've done everything, it seems. And this has been the cherry on top that has improved their energy and motivation to feel happy again, and better sex drive on top of that. And so there's a lot of ways of using it. I'm interested in trying to, I've lost a lot of weight over the years and would like to build my muscle again, and tried to do a competition at one point. I think this might be something useful for somebody who's trying to improve their physicality when they're working out. And so really this is a wonderful medication. It is prescription, it is natural, but it is prescription. So that would be something you would need to contact your physician about. Again, being more of a kind of an integrative type, sort of as an integrative type medication, maybe that there's not a lot of doctors I think really understand its usage and how safe it is. But that is something I do and have used with patients very very willingly. I've used it on my mom even. She's aging, and so this has been very wonderful for patients. So you can contact me at 210-698-7825. I'm going to slow that down a little bit. 210-698-7825. But you can also go to my website, drpbetterlife.com, and you can find me, and if I'm able to see you, I take insurance, I take no insurance. I can go both ways there and help you with some of your issues that you're suffering from in this regard, and hormone therapy and other things as well. But then I can also connect you with PD Labs at pdlabsrx.com, and you can find them on my site as well. And Ray can tell you all about oxytocin and something that's very, very useful. So Ray,
Miracle
give
hormone.
us how people, we are crawling up on the last minute and a half here, so tell people how they can find you and what you guys supply.
Well, check out our website, pdlabsrx.com. We have a wealth of information about low-dose naltrexone. We also have information about some of the unique pharmaceuticals we make, pdlabsrx.com. And phone number is locally is 512-219-0724, and an 800 number is 888-909-0110. That's 888-909-0110. And we're always able to answer all your calls. Just option 2, and we'll get right to you.
They do, absolutely. You've got a great crew that works with you.
Oh,
up
thank
there.
you.
Everybody is so wonderful. So, all right. Well, last thing I'll say, drpbetterlife.com. You can find us podcasted and find all of our previous shows with Ray and I. We've done a lot this year now, and been a good first year. Hoping to do more, so drpbetterlife.com. Everybody have a wonderful week. Ray, thank you so much as always. Thank you.
Oh, take care.
All right. Goodbye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.